Hi everyone. In the last class, we discussed about separately excited DC generator. Separately excited DC generator means the field windings are excited using the external DC source, or we are supplying another DC source for the purpose of excitation. That is called a separately excited. Self-excited generator or self-excited DC generator means a generator whose field winding is excited by the current produced by the generator itself. That means the field windings are excited using the current from the same generator. That is called self-excited. Self-excited generator is classified into series wound, shunt wound, and compound wound based on the way in which armature winding and field windings are connected. So again, compound wound is classified into long shunt and short shunt generator. First of all, shunt wound generator or shunt wound DC generator. Shunt wound means parallel. Shunt means parallel. So parallel connected generator is called shunt wound generator. So in the case of a shunt wound generator, the field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. So this is the field winding and this is the armature winding. So RSH is the resistance of the field winding and RA is the resistance of the armature winding. Remember, RSH is the resistance of the field winding or shunt field winding, and RA is the resistance of the armature winding. So IA is the armature current and ISH is the field current or shunt field current. That means the current flowing through the shunt winding is called or field winding is called shunt field current ISH, and the current flowing through the load is called load current IL. Okay, and this EG is the voltage generated in the armature and V is the actual voltage available in the load. Okay, now to consider this schematic equation. This is the schematic diagram of the shunt generator. So here the field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. So this is the armature current. So this current flowing out of the armature going to this and come at this junction, reach this junction and split into two. So IA is equal to these two current. This combination of ISH and IL is the armature current. So we can write as IA is equal to ISH plus IL. So IA is from the schematic diagram we can see that IA is equal to ISH and IL. Okay. Now we know that for a parallel connection the voltage is same. So this field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. So again this is again class in parallel with this load. So these three are parallel. That means the voltage across the load V is equal to the voltage across this structure and the same voltage will be across the field winding. That is the case of shunt field winding or shunt wound generator. So since this field winding and load is connected in parallel, the voltage across the load will be equal to the voltage across the shunt field winding. So if we know the voltage and we know the resistance RSH, then current ISH is equal to V by RSH using Ohm's law. That is that this current ISH is equal to V by RSH. So from this equation we can find the value of current ISH, and we know that when current flowing through a resistance R, the voltage drop across the resistance will be, if a current is flowing to resistance R, if I is the current flowing through the resistance R, then voltage drop will be I into R. Remember this. When a current I flows through a resistance R, then the voltage drop across the resistance will be I into R. Similarly, when the current IA is flowing through the resistance RA, then the voltage drop across RA will be equal to IARA. So the net voltage available at the load will be the total voltage EG minus the voltage drop IARA. So terminal voltage V is equal to IaRa. When the current flowing through the armature winding, there will be a voltage drop. So consider this loop, and if you apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law, we can write it as V is equal to Eg minus IaRa. So this is the voltage equation for the terminal voltage. Now the power developed. So you know the power developed will be equal to the power developed in the armature. That is, the voltage developed in the armature is Eg, and the current through the armature is Ia. So power developed will be equal to Eg into Ia, and power delivered to the load is the voltage across the load V and the current flowing through the load IL. So Vd is equal to V into IL. Now the series wound generator. So in the case of a series wound generator, the field winding is connected in series to the armature winding. So that is the speciality of series wound generator. The field winding, that is, this is the field winding. This field winding is connected in series with the armature winding is inside this armature winding. Then we call it as series wound generator, where Ia is the armature current, Isc is the current flowing through the series field winding. IL is the load current, as in the case of a shunt generator. IL is the load current, and V is the terminal voltage. Where Ri is the resistance of the armature winding, Rsc, which is not written here, Rsc is the resistance of the series field winding. Now apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law here. So the total for a series connection, as you know, the current is same. So the Ia will be equal to Isc, and that will be equal to IL. Since these all are connected in series, the current will be same. That is the speciality of series winding. So for a series connection, current is same, and for a parallel connection, voltage is same. Here the all the elements are connected in series, so the current is same. That means the current Ia equal to Isc is equal to IL. Now apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. Total voltage V is equal to the total voltage generated in the armature Eg minus the voltage drop across the armature resistance IaRa, and the same current is flowing through the field winding, and the resistance of the field winding is Rse. So we have to consider this voltage drop as well. So the total voltage available across the load will be equal to the Eg minus IaRa minus Isc Rse. Isc Rse is the voltage drop across this series field winding. So now the power developed is equal to Pg equal to Eg into Ia, as in the case of shunt generator, and so the similar equation, the power derivative load. Next is a compound wound generator. In compound wound generators, both series winding and shunt windings are there. So based on the way in which they are connected, compound generators are classified into long shunt and short shunt generator. So this is the long shunt generator. Long shunt means the shunt is long. This is long. This is short shunt generator. Short shunt means the shunt is short. So this is short, and this is the long shunt generator. So this is the shunt field winding, and this is the series field winding. So for a compound generator, both shunt field winding and series field windings are there. So similar to the shunt field and the series field windings case, the Ia is the armature current, Isc is the current flowing through the series field winding, and Rsh is the resistance of the shunt field winding, and Ish is the current through the shunt field winding. So here, as you know, this is the armature current. The same current is flowing through the series field winding. So look at this. Say there is no connection or something or any node. So the same current is flowing through the series field winding. Okay. So we can say that Ia is equal to Isc, and the current when reach here, it splits into two, Ish and IL. So Ia is equal to Isc, which is equal to Ish plus IL. So Ia is equal to Isc because the armature winding and the series field winding are connected in series. The current will be same, but this current when reaches this node or junction, it splits into two, Ish and IL. So we can write it as IA is equal to ISH plus IL. Next is similar to that, we know that the shunt field winding is connected in parallel with the load. This point is, and this point is common to both this winding and load. So the voltage across the load will be equal to shunt field winding. So the shunt field current will be equal to ISH equal to V by RSH. So the terminal voltage V is equal to EG minus the voltage drop across the armature resistance IARA minus voltage drop across the series field winding ISC RSC. Next is short shunt generator. There is not much difference, but the connection, instead of connecting this field winding is connected here, the field winding is connected at this point. That is the only difference when comparing to the long shunt generator. But there will be a significant difference in the equations. So in this case, the armature current is not equal to a series field winding because the connection is here. So when current flowing like this, when reaches here, it splits into two, ISH and ISC. But ISC and IL are same. Remember this, the same current ISC is flowing through the load. So ISC and IL are same. But IA is equal to ISH plus ISC or ISH plus IL. And remember, for the equation of the shunt field current ISC is equal to V plus ISC RSC, because in this case it is not connected in parallel with the load, but it is connected in parallel with both load and this field winding. So the equation becomes V plus ISC RSC by RSH. And the armature current will be equal to, already told you, IA is equal to ISH plus. Then the terminal voltage will be equal to EG is equal to IA RA. Then we have to consider the series field winding as well, ISC RSC. So EG minus IA RA minus ISC RSC is the equation. Thank you.